Welcome back to another episode of the Brotherhood of the Arrow and Sword. We've got a really great video for you this time around. We've got the 2021 Maine Renaissance Faire fights loaded up for you. We hope you enjoy this video, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down there to stay up to date with our latest videos. Enjoy. Welcome back, folks. Like I said, this video is going to be awesome. We've got our best fights from the 2021 Maine Renaissance Faire. Now, because this fair ran for 2 weekends and we had so many fights, we decided to split it up into 2 separate videos. So keep an eye out for video number 2. This video is going to be from the first weekend of the fair. Now, with this fair, we were joined by our friends from the Armored Combat Sports League. They were awesome. They always are. And we love having them at our events. Now, also, joining me for this video, even though he's not here right now, I couldn't pull him away from the tavern. Gareth is going to be helping us out.
Hey there, folks. Gareth here. Up first is myself versus Sir Brian Chabot, Sword and Shield. Enjoy.
More people, so if I hesitate with the names, because I'm learning some newer people. So we have Gareth, who is going to be fighting Sir Brian. Yes, you heard me right. We have Sir Brian who's fighting and Sir Brian who just left the field. There are 3 Brians in this group. They make my life easy that way. I don't have to learn names. It's just Brian, and I get most of them. All right, so we have Sword and Shield. Oh, sorry. Yep, Sword and Shield. And we have Sword and Buckler. All right. So, as I said, I'm going to be coming right about here, and I'm going to be monitoring. Do stay back from the ropes, but knights at the ready. Salute. Lay on. And if you cheer, they hit harder. Reason we do like each other. Now, as you know,
our second fight of the weekend was Squire Kyle and myself. We were using a longsword for this fight. Hope you enjoy it.
All right, and it looks like we are doing just swords. Are you ready this time, Kyle? Are you going to take him down? We'll see. That's a resounding we'll see. Okay. Would be nice if we did. Let's give him a big cheer. All right. Knights at the ready? Lay on.
Come on, Kyle!
Woo, no Kyle! Brian taught Kyle, so there's a bit of an advantage there.
At least buy the beer first.
So as you can see, sometimes it does get into hand-to-hand combat. The first battle, Brian actually got Kyle on the ground and was spanking him just to kind of show off. So that was kind of good. Kyle got on the end. Huh?
You don't need to tell him everything.
I don't need to tell him everything. It was kind of good. It's on video. You can watch it online.
Sorry about that. Up next, we've got Sir Al versus Squire Finn with a mixed weapon set.
All right, I'm going to hopefully get this right. We have Squire Finn and Sir Al, who are going to be fighting, and we have Sword and Shield, and we have, I'm going to call that an axe.
It's Finn's first public fight ever.
Oh, all right, well, Finn's first public fight, so we all know who we have to cheer for. We're hoping Finn wins here. All right, knights at the ready. Salute. Lay on. Go, Finn. You can do this.
Hit him.
Woo! Cheer him on! Oh, that hurt.
Come on, guys. Give him a cheer.
Are we going into the rounds? All right.
Ready? Yeah! Take him down. Hit him! Yeah! Hit his head!
Oh, I went backside. There we go. Alright. Hold! I think we need to let them breathe for a moment here. It's getting hot there. Thank you. Give them a big round of applause.
This next fight is between Squire Kyle and Gareth with some mixed weapons, and it's always an interesting fight when these two step into the ring.
And it looks like we are armoring up Gareth to fight somebody. Are you fighting Kyle?
Yep.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay, so Gareth is a martial artist, and he's a very, very good martial artist. And Kyle is a very good man-at-arms. That's all right. Woo! But usually Gareth runs circles around them. So we'll see how this one ends up. It's a very fast battle usually between these two. And we have two squires on Gareth and none on Kyle. Maybe this is something that we need to fix. Alright, we'll figure out what weapon they're going to use shortly. Alright, so knights out in the field would generally have had at least 3 suits of armor. So if you can imagine going into a luxury car dealer saying, I want your most expensive vehicle and I want it with all the options and I'll take it in 3 different colors, thank you. That's what it would have been like to be a knight. Just get your armor. Because you needed your battle armor. You needed your fighting or jousting armor when you're just training, and you would have had armor to go and wear in front of the royalty or to court. And they would cost about that time what we would consider, as I said, a very nicely well-equipped luxury vehicle. Even today, as I said, the less expensive suits that you're seeing today are going to be about $5,000 or $6,000, and they work their way up from there for the armor. So when people are starting, we do have them try on other people's armor. We have adjustable armor to get people started till they can afford to get the custom fit. Now you do notice they are able to go down on the ground and get up and move around. A lot of Hollywood you see knights falling over and it's like a turtle on their back. They can't move. That wasn't the case. They could move fairly well. They would train in this. It's generally between 80 and 120 pounds of armor that they're wearing right now, which would have been about typical for the time period. Oh, we are going with a pole arm for Man-at-Arms Kyle. This is a different type of battle. He's going to want to keep Gareth away. He has the reach, but if Kyle can get in that range, then it becomes dangerous because he doesn't have anything to fight with. And, ooh, and he's going up against Sword and Shield. All right, so this is going to be an interesting battle. Oh, hold on, we're checking our armor. So that's what the marshals are doing when we have our people around on the different sides. We're making sure all the armor is in place so that nobody can get too hurt in our battle. All right, here we go.
Fighters at the ready. Salute. Fight.
Go, Kyle, you can do this. Use that reach, Kyle, with that distance.
Bring him down.
fist and whack him in the head.
Sweep out! Get low! He didn't like it! Get mad, Kyle!
All right, we're breaking up and starting another one. As you notice, if he gets in close, Kyle can't do much. He's got to keep Gareth at a distance. Distance, Kyle. Distance. He's getting close to him. Oh, he just gave up on the phone. Oh.
Not bad. Up next, we've got Sir Al versus Sir Brian Chabot with great swords.
Now, you would have started training your children at about the age of 7 to do this. So do we have anybody out there 7 or 8 years old? How many kids do we have out there about 7, 8 years old? You already got your sword, perfect. You would start training them with the wooden swords. I see parents have a few of those around. Great. So what you're going to do is put them out against each other. That way they can only break bones and not break the skin. Less of a concern. And let them start hitting each other until they figure out what they're doing. Great parenting, isn't it? And if they don't want to be a knight, then you would hand them a sword, a bow and arrow, and start training them to be an archer. All right, we're going to have Sir Brian and Sir Al fighting with two-handed longsword. We've got Brian here just letting me know. Hi, Brian. All right, here we go. I have not seen these two battles, so this should be interesting. Knights at the ready. Salute. Lay on. Pick your side, cheer Brian or Al, and let's give them some cheers. Woo!
That's a good hit. One more and I'm good.
All right, holds. Woo! Very nicely done.
So this next fight is between our squires Kyle and Finn using sword and shield. It was a crowd favorite.
He said it's too hot. He's not going to do it. Yes. What kind of metal is the armor? I'm going to pass that to Sir Brian.
So the armor is SKS, some kind of steel.
Some kind of steel.
Usually
SKS.
the armor is made out of hardened steel, although some of the modern armor is being made out of tougher steel or titanium. A lot of the armor coming from Eastern Europe these days for the sport style of armor is titanium. I learned long ago never to let him get behind me.
Told you, father, son. All right, so we are going to have man at arms Kyle versus Squire Finn. Knights at the ready.
Fighters at the ready. Salute. Fight.
Woo! Oh, good move, Kyle. Go in. There we go. Oh. The harder you cheer, sorry, the louder you cheer, the harder they hit. All right, this is the sizing up the enemy portion of the fight. We're waiting for an opening. Hold.
I think they both did pretty well in this fight, right?
So there is a good portion where they're looking for an opening. You do not want to wear yourself out too quickly when you're wearing this armor. As you can see, you really want to get out of it in a hurry once you're done.
So in between bouts, Lady Evelyn likes to fill up the space with a lot of useful information. In this bit, Lady Evelyn pulls Squire Kyle out to talk about the different types of armor.
When you match them up, do you match according to armor?
Nope, they pick who they want to battle against. And then they pick which weapon they want to fight. So sometimes they'll be like, hey, you and I, you want to do longsword? And sometimes I'll go, I want to do polearm. And you're like, I want to do longsword. And then that's when we end up with the alternate ones. They get to choose. We do give warnings, like if somebody does not have, let's say, as good of back armor as another, we'd say, don't hit anybody in the back. The one thing we do not allow is any stabbing. You'll notice that it's always going to be swings. Because even with this armor, a stab can go through, and we don't want that. So we are fine with people getting hit. We are even fine with people getting a little hurt, but we do not want any stab wounds in the battle. We have had swords break in the middle of battle, so it can still be dangerous. We have it on the table over there later on if you want to stop by for a visit or buy a fan t-shirt. We have a sword that broke in the middle of one of these battles and the tip went flying.
Thanks, Garrett.
And it was Man-at-Arms Kyle's sword. But Gareth was borrowing it, and the metal broke. It is a dangerous sport. Now, you will notice that I'm going to have, can I steal Kyle? Oh, he's busy. You'll notice that in the areas where they need to move, under the arms, on back side, they have their mail, right? They've got what we call chain mail. That's where they give them some protection and the ability to move. So this helps protect him from any of those slashes, but still allows him the freedom to move or twirl. It takes some training to twirl. But so you can see he's got a variety of different pieces. We have articulated armor here, so that gives him that movement. They want a lot of free range. And he has, we can't quite see, all right, woohoo! Pieces in the front. Now this one's a bit more adjustable. You'll notice it's not one flat piece. That way you can kind of adjust for the size for the person, because Kyle was still growing when he started doing some of this.
Some say I'm still growing. I don't believe it.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Now he also is one of our people who is more historically accurate. He has his tabard on over his armor. The reason is, if you can all take your hands for a moment, we're going to do this Pac-Man, and do this and look through. And this is what a knight would see through their helmet. It's kind of hard to see things to the side or what's going on. Well, when everybody is in silver shiny armor, you can't tell who is your friend and who is your foe. This lets us know who it is. This is his coat of arms, and this at the top indicates that he is the son. So Brian's does not have the castle design on the top, showing that he is the father. This one shows that he is the son. But you can see it does take quite a beating in the battles.
Up next, we've got Sir Brian versus myself, longsword versus katana.
All right, so we're going to have Sir Brian versus Gareth. Knights at the ready. Salute. Lay on. I'm actually going to come over here. And if we cheer, they target on
Sir Brian!
You hear that, Brian? You got fans.
Right?
Fight for the fans.
Fight for me, Brian!
4 hits on her. You felt that.
Oh, no! My champion!
Yeah, I hope one of you win. I don't like either of you, but one of you win. No.
Rah, rah, ree! Kick him in the knee!
No knee shots.
Kick him in the other knee!
This is what you get.
Use the force.
Woo! So this is when we get 2 experts. There's a lot more time where they're looking for those openings. So you see them kind of pacing and waiting to look.
So this next fight again is a David and Goliath contest with Sir Al and Squire Finn going at it with axes this time.
I like this one.
All right, so we are going to have Alan Finn. Oh, okay. Oh, we're doing axes. Oh, we want to fix that nail there. The key is to make sure everyone is safe. And we have fun. Hit each other. All right. So, I'm going to let Brian take this one over. I'm going to sit over here to watch.
All right, fighters at the ready. Salute. Fight.
Woo! All right, we get axes. This is a little different. We don't usually have this. Oh, and the hooks.
Finn is happy. Heavier, huh?
Yeah. Let's cheer him on. Woo! All right. Hold. Now you will notice that Finn was kind of holding the axe like this. They would also do that with swords. With swords, it's half swording.
You got 3 minutes. That's it. We have 3 minutes.
Up next, Sir Kyle versus Sir Al. Sword and shield. Little bit of a size difference here.
All right, let's get our last battle going. We have sword and buckler. That's a very small shield. Now they're wearing their armor. The buckler is going to be mostly to blind their opponent or to punch their opponent. All right, are we ready?
Andy, Garrett, carpool. Now another thing that's really interesting about this fight is Kyle is a lefty, Al is a righty. So that changes the fighting styles a little bit and the way you have to counter your opponent.
All right.
Fighters at the ready. You gotta be wily, Kyle. Salute. Fight.
Go, Kyle! Woo!
That's my job.
All right, hold.
So because we had a really good thunderstorm that came through Saturday night of the first weekend, it carried over into Sunday morning to such an extent that we had to cancel our weapons presentation in the morning. Now, our archer and our crossbowmen were really dejected by that. So we brought them into our fight show and started off our fight show on Sunday with our rate of fire competition just to make them happy.
All right.
Here's Musketeers, everyone.
Musketeers. Woohoo! All right, we are the Brotherhood of the Arrow and Sword, so thank you for joining us out here today. My name is Lady Evelyn. I will be the one that is talking through most of the battles.
I'm sorry.
That lovely individual right there is Sir Brian. You'll be hearing a bit from him during our battles also. We will be starting off with our two archers. Do you want to introduce our archers?
Well, I want to get the crowd talking for a little bit. Now, this is some crowd participation part of the show, all right? We're going to yell live steel combat as loud as you can. Can you guys do that? Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Live steel combat!
What do you think about that, guys? Was that loud enough?
No way.
One more time. We can't hear real well with these helmets, so you got to be really loud. 1, 2, 3.
Live steel combat!
All right. So to kick this all off, because we were not able to do our morning show, which involves an archery competition and talk about weapons, our archers were really bummed and depressed. So we're going to give them a little spot to do an archery competition out here. Now,
here come our archers. Yay!
All right, so joining us out here in the fight ring is Brian the archer and Master Douglas, our crossbowman. Now what they're going to demonstrate is the rate of fire between the English longbow and the crossbow from the time period. This was mostly used on the continent. The English loved using their longbows. Now there's a major drawback between the crossbow to the longbow. We're going to demonstrate that right now. All right.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split the audience. I am going to have all of you on this side. You are going to cheer for Brian, our archer, and all of you over here on the winning side will be cheering for our crossbowman.
Don't worry, you guys won't need to take your shoes off. All right. So how many
Usually because
arrows,
the crossbow
Brian?
cheats. The longbow's faster.
8? All right.
8, we're doing 8 to 8. So whoever can shoot 8 the fastest. Are you going to count for the crossbow?
I will attempt to count for the crossbow.
All right, I will
get to
come
my
over here
shoes.
and I will count for Brian.
All right. Go, span your weapon. All right. At the ready. Fire.
1,
1,
2,
The wind took it.
3,
Let's go.
That's 3 or
4,
2. I lost count. All right. I'm glad you guys are paying attention.
5. Don't count on nights to count. 6. Woohoo! Come on, Brian! 7. Woo! Let's cheer him on! Woo! And this last one here.
That's 8 for the crossbow.
8. Woo! Yeah!
Master Douglas wins. All right. So we're gonna.
Hey there folks, Gareth here. I want to introduce our next fight. We've got Sir Brian Chabot versus Squire Finn, both using great swords.
All right. So coming up, our first fight bout is Sir Brian. Yes, there's
We
more
have
than one.
3 Bryans.
Yep.
It makes it easy. Just cheer Brian and someone will be happy.
And Finn. Now,
Squire Finn and Sir Brian.
Squire Finn's first time fighting.
Come on! Woo!
Squire Finn's first time fighting in armor in front of a crowd was yesterday. So you are seeing the beginnings of a legend right here. All right. Now they're going to be using
She's
two-hander
amazing.
swords. Fighters at the ready. Marshals, are you ready?
Yes.
Fight!
And the more you cheer, the harder they're going to hit. Get him, Finn! You can do it!
Hit him like you like him.
Oh, right in the gallbladder.
They don't really notice. Oh! All right!
Oh, God.
Woo!
Hold!
Hold! All right. Now we call ourselves the Brotherhood of Arrow Sword because we are a good group. We are brothers in arms.
So our second fight on that Sunday was a really interesting fight. It was longsword versus katana, with Sir Al wielding the longsword and of course Gareth wielding the katana.
So what we're going to have coming up next is it looks like we have Gareth versus Kyle. This is one of my favorite duos to battle. We have two very fast fighters. They're next. We're doing 4. Oh, so I thought they were, okay, so. All right, so I'm seeing the wrong things. We have so many fighters today. We have Andy and Al coming up next. And what weapon are they using, Brian? As you can tell, we are very well scripted, aren't we? Yes! Woo! We have extra fighters this weekend, so there's a little bit more for me to try and figure out what's going on behind me. They used to give me a list of who's fighting whom with which weapon, and then they just decided to have me wing it. Oh, now we have, okay. Changing it up on me now. We have Sir Al versus Gareth over here. We have Longsword versus Katana. So, knights at the ready. Salute. Lay on. Woo! Let's cheer them on. Woo! Your armor. So unlike the medieval battlefield, here I stop them if their armor starts to have malfunctions. That way we don't get anybody seriously injured. We have had a few emergency room visits, but thankfully no serious injuries, and we'd like to keep it that way. Okay, knights at the ready. Lay on. They do not want to stop. Cheer them on. Woo! Oh! Woo! Nice one, Gary. All right, hold. So Gareth is one of our faster fighters, and Al is a hard hitter, so that is a bit of a challenge up there. But you did notice Gareth managed to lock that sword in there and get in a few good swings.
Our next fight, Sir Brian versus Squire Finn, sword and shield.
Finn versus Brian? All right. So we're going to cheer really loudly for Finn, aren't we? Yes. It is her second day battling in front of people. She has been training. She is well trained. But it's a completely different experience to put all of you out front and then have her start fighting these people. So Sir Brian here, though, has been fighting for how long? 20, 40, 60 years?
About 20 years.
About 20 years. So he has a lot of experience doing this. We like to put him against the newbies because he's very good at knowing how hard to hit them. All right, so we have She's good at getting that crowd going. We got sword and shield here for you. So knights at the ready. Salute. Lay on. Good hit. Go in. Sir Brian was holding that little shield out. It's a tiny little shield. He's wearing armor. Why does he have a tiny little shield? He's trying to block her view. in the helmets, they don't have a lot of use. So we're going to do a little interactive part of our show here. Take your hands and go like this and try and look through. See how well you see. Right, that's about what they see inside of their helmets. There's not a lot to your right, left, up, or down. So if they can take that shield and put it in front of that little slit, then that fighter does not know what's going on around them, and it makes it much easier to hit them. So it is not really to help protect them from getting hit, it is more to help blind or deflect things.
So the fourth fight of the Sunday show was Sir Brian and Gareth dancing with sword and shield.
But we have Sir Brian, I can tell from his shield, versus Gareth, and we are doing sword and shield again. So knights at the ready, I have my marshals, salute, lay on. And remember, the louder we cheer, the harder they fight. All right. You might have noticed a little bit of shield punching there. That is another good use for them, is to kind of punch with the shield and block and fight with the sword.
So the fifth fight on Sunday was Squire Kyle and Sir Al, another David and Goliath competition. Now this time they used greatsword, and this was Squire Kyle's first time using greatsword, and he said it hurt like heck.
But I was saying that Kyle has on his tunic so that we can tell them apart. His is red and blue. He's wearing his family's colors. All right, this is going to be an interesting one. Remember I said that Al is one of our harder hitters? So Kyle had better move fast.
Whoa, did you write a will?
I forgot.
He forgot to write his will. All right, so let's get this going. Knights at the ready. Salute. Lay on. Kyle, let's cheer Kyle on. Kyle. Yes, I have favorites. Kyle, nice job.
Good? One more round. Ready?
One more.
All right.
You got this!
All right, there you can see Kyle using his speed to kind of stay out of the way. You saw Al trying to kick him backwards, and Kyle was already out of the way and moving. That was an amazing fight on their part. That was very well done. All right, so we're getting some of our knights set up for our next battle. Are you enjoying the battles? Do you want them to fight more?
So in case you folks didn't know, we're on Facebook, the Brotherhood of the Arrow and Sword. We have a lot of pictures and videos from our events on there, and we are now on YouTube. In fact, you may see some of these little cameras around here. Well, they're filming this fight scene, and you folks are all in the video. So everyone wave, hi! Hi! All right, and if you want to, again, on YouTube, we are the Brotherhood of the Arrow and Sword. We've already got like a bunch of videos loaded up. I'm not going to count them today, it's the weekend.
Too many, it's about 3.
And people are telling me that they're kind of cool, so check them out.
All right, so we have some knights ready. We have Squire Finn and we have Gareth. We have sword and shield versus katana, so you're going to get a different switch up. So knights at the ready. Salute. Lay on. knights. I think we're going to call that one. We're getting some tired knights there. Now, you can often see in Hollywood, you see knights fighting back and forth and back and forth. And most battles would have been like a minute or two, right? If you couldn't take down the person in front of you pretty quickly, you were in trouble, because while you're fighting somebody in front of you, somebody could be coming up behind you. So most battles are actually fairly quick there, Jordan. See, we learned to have eyes in the back of our heads as teachers. So I will tell you that I have that down. Thank you very much.
All right, folks, for our last fight, we've got a father and son match. Sir Kyle versus Sir Brian, longswords. Let's check it out.
We also do Renaissance fairs. We work at schools and after-school programs doing presentations to students, teaching them about life in the 15th century and what it would have been like to be a knight at that time period. Often Brian and I will go and do those, which is why it feels like centuries together. All right, are we you and Kyle? Oh, we're going to have a father and son battle next. Woo! Their first battle in front of a crowd was on a Father's Day a few years ago. And Sir Brian had Kyle on the ground afterwards and was spanking him because he had managed to knock him down. But Kyle is getting better, and one day he will outmatch his father. This might be the day, right, Kyle? Yeah! Kyle! You got this, right? All right. So, father, son, Sir Brian, and Kyle. Knights are ready. Salute. Lay on. They're looking for an opening right now, a weakness in their opponent. You see them switching up their positions, trying to find a good spot to attack from. Woo! Go Kyle! I'm going to pull the sword from beneath your feet.
I got it.
We got your sword.
I like that.
I cannot see, and my gloves are attached to my hands. Doesn't help.
How's that?
Nope.
So when they're grappling off, it'll move that helmet a little bit, that little slit, you move it up and down, and suddenly you can't see what's going on around him. All right, so I believe that was our last battle. We have some very tired knights. We thank you all for coming. We will be passing the battle. Let's give a big round of applause to all of our amazing fighters that we have here in the Brotherhood. I love them all. Thank you very much. Make sure you take pictures with our knights or visit our encampment and take pictures of yourself in our helmets or try on. Oh!
Up next, we've got Sir Kyle versus Squire Shin.
Hey folks. Welcome back to another episode of the Brotherhood of the Arrow and Sword. We've got a really great video for you this time. We're going to do the best fights we've got from the 2000...
Up next, we've got Sir Kyle versus Squire Shin. Damn it, why do I want to say Shin?